So I'm about to show you depth push-ups. So this is really good to increase your range of motion. So a big thing with muscle contractions is when you're doing a smaller range of motion, you're not getting as much of the muscle fibers involved. So getting a bigger range of motion is not only going to help with more muscle growth, but also better mobility. So especially for things like shoulder exercises or chest exercises where the shoulder joint is involved, having a good mobility is really important. So first one is like so. It's going to be 2, so they're going to be even. You can use things like dumbbells or anything that's bringing your hands elevated off the floor just slightly. And you'll notice that I'm able to get deeper into the push-up as opposed to when my hands are directly on the floor. Now with something like this, you can even stack like so. Be aware with the type of dumbbells that you have. So these ones are not super stable. I would be really careful using these. If you have more stable ones on the bottom that don't move around so easily, then this would be a little bit safer. But if it's something like this, you can even go from the knees. Keep in mind that depth push-ups with a bigger range of motion are going to be more challenging as well. So doing it from the knees might be a better option too. But something like this, you're coming nice and deep into it and up. So I'm getting a huge range of motion. And I'm not looking for something to be super heavy, challenging. I'm looking for the bigger range of motion. That's really the idea of this exercise. Also, keeping in mind, we can do things like alternating. So I like to do offset depth push-ups. So something like a kettlebell is really perfect because it's higher than here, but it's not too high. So in something like this, I'll even usually put it in the center, or I'll move it side to side, depending on what type of workout you want to get. If you just want to move your body around the object, something like this is fine. So again, we're coming nice and deep into it, and then I'm switching sides. Now keeping my core nice and stable. This is also a good way to help with core stability. Coming down, big range of motion. Or you can do the push, shift it over and push again. Again, you're gonna get a different workout if you're doing that as opposed to just moving yourself side to side. And it is gonna get some extra core work into that exercise. So those are your depth push-ups with a few different options.